I'm Afton, head designer of Reckless Ericka. People often ask me where a collection begins. Sometimes it's a color or a silhouette. Understory began with a mushroom. Once I started noticing the wild mushrooms, I couldn't stop noticing them. I'd see them growing in places where you wouldn't expect life to exist. It would be on fallen trees, empty fields, and after rain. They always seemed to appear overnight. And the more I read about them, the more fascinated I became. What we see is actually only a tiny part of the mushroom. Beneath the ground is an entire network, carrying nutrients, sharing resources, and giving life to everything around it. That thought stayed with me. I realized that's true of people too. So much of life happens beneath the surface, and it's the conversation that nobody else hears. The disappointments we work through, the decisions that shape who we become, and the effort that we put in when no one else is watching. Yet, those are often the reason why we flourish. And that's where Understory came from. It also changed the way we look at clothing. What does strength look like when we don't need to prove ourselves? Can tailoring be gentle? Can something structured move fluidly? And those became questions that we ask ourselves behind every piece. As the collection came together, the colors started to shift too. Deep moss greens, warm browns, citron, blues that almost don't seem real, a touch of vibrant tones, and colors that you notice after the rain, when everything feels a little more alive. And then the references started to find me. Old-fashioned illustrations, films like Perfect Days, Patterson, and Drive My Car, vintage textiles, and suddenly they all felt connected. That's when I realized that what had been drawing me in all along. It's not the mushrooms or the colors of films, but to pay attention and remember that life isn't only shaped by the moments everyone sees, but shaped by everything underneath it. And sometimes that's where the most beautiful things are growing.